Okay, first question is, do you think being isolated is common?
Yes, I think being isolated is common. I think that sometimes people don't know that they're isolated. I feel like, especially with phones, like people are so much on their phones that they don't feel the need to interact with people physically, so that leads to isolation.
How would you deal with losing one or more family members around the same time?
I I don't know how I would deal with that. I never really experienced death like that, so I'm not sure of how I would react to that.
How do you think life would be affected if you were born with a brain problem?
It would be very difficult. Um, I would feel that would probably also lead to isolation because like I have nobody else, well probably nobody else around me that also will understand what's going on with me since I have a brain injury. So yeah, that's how I feel.
And if you had the chance to go to a better school, but it meant losing your only friend, would you go or stay?
Mm, if I felt like that school would like
Nah, she wouldn't.
be quiet.
She
If I
wouldn't
felt
want me.
if I felt like that school would like help me like advance to the place that I want to be, I would go for sure. Like I wouldn't let a friend keep me from doing and being what I want to do in life. So yeah.
Thanks. Okay. The first question is, do you think being isolated is common?
Uh, Not really. Well, I think it is kind of common.
How would you deal with losing one or more family member around the same time?
Um, I would I'll go to my other family members. I'll try to cope with them. Try to get myself back up with my other family members. Pretty much. Spend time with my other family members. That's what I would do.
What would you do? How do you think your life would be affected if you were born with a brain problem?
I don't know. It depends on the brain problem, pretty much.
If you had the chance to go to a better school, but it meant losing your only friend, what would you do? Go or stay?
I would stay. I would stay.
Why?
Because you never know. If you go to other school and lose your only friend, you might not gain friends from the new school.
I think. Okay. Do you think being isolated is common?
Do I think being isolated is common? I think being isolated, yeah, it's pretty common. I think you have times where you're isolated by yourself. You have a lot of times where you are either social or around other people. I think in life you got to find a good balance between both of those two things. So, absolutely.
How do you think you would deal with losing more than one family member around the same time?
How would I deal with losing more than one family member at a time? I think it would be really tough. I recently lost one family member who was really close to me, so I feel like losing more than one would be 100 times tougher, like twice that basically. So how would I deal with it? I don't know. I probably would find some time to be in isolation to a degree. Again, finding a balance between being in isolation, dealing with that, and then being around other people as well.
How do you think your life would be affected if you were born with a brain problem?
I think that it might make me appreciate my days a lot better, a lot more. I think that I probably wouldn't worry about stuff as much because with something like that, there's a lot less to be worried about, really.
Last question. If you had the chance to go to a better school, but it means losing your only friend, what would you do? Go or stay?
I would probably stay, my only friend. I don't know. Depending on where I am in that case, I feel like I wouldn't mind going ahead and maybe meeting other people or maybe finding other friends or something like that. I think that's always a possibility if you're open to it. So, probably go.
Thanks. Okay, first question. Do you think being isolated is common?
I think so because a lot of people in this world don't really understand each other all the time, but I think it's getting better over the years. It isn't as bad as it used to be. So yeah, but I think people are isolated, but I think it is getting better.
How do you think how would you deal with losing one or more family members around the same time?
I'd be I don't really know. I can't really wrap my head around that, but I'd be hurt, definitely. I mean, it depends on what family members, but either way, I would be hurt. So yeah.
How do you think your life would be affected if you were born with a brain problem?
Shit, I don't know. I'd be, I guess I'd be special ed or something. I wouldn't know what would happen. But yeah, I don't really care. I'm gonna be fine either way.
If you had the chance to go to a better school, but it means losing your only friend, what would you do? To go or stay?
Nah, I'ma stay. I gotta be with my boys. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but like, yeah.
Thanks.